Alright, what up, y'all? It's your boy T, and welcome back to my asked y'all to use the hashtag askTtar to give me some Pokemon content. Let's see what we got. Do I even have one tweet? I know the answer. I do, because I just checked, and you actually used the hashtag. I'm not entirely a loser. Okay. askTtar. Every new Pokemon generation has a hint in the previous gen about what the next game will be. Put this freaking here, bro. Congrats. By chance, what do you think can possibly be hinting the next game in Scarlet and Violet? Isn't it Legends? To me, I think it revolves around Sunset Photo. Wait, bro, don't we know the next games? We know the next games. I think it revolves around the Sunset Photo and the hidden details about completing the Pokedex. Wait a frick, bro. Okay, so Sunset? Sunset can only mean one thing? Why'd you attach a freaking photo of Penny? Is it because the sunset here too? Because the TCG ain't gonna know notes like this. The sunset in... Is that the freaking Rayquaza? Why is it Rayquaza? The sunset in... Yeah. Okay, now what's the sunset mean? The death of Solgaleo? Yeah, how come there was no cool freaking puns or metaphors using sunrise, sunset, moon phases and all for Solgaleo and Lunala? That's how you know they're so freaking... Even though Sun and Moon, Ultra Sun and Moon, pretty good games. Let's say Ultra Sun and Moon. They're great games. They're actually one of the best. Ultra Sun and Moon. The best they had was like an eclipse. Necrozma freaking kind of swallowing the Sun and Moon. That's it. But you didn't even utilize the Sun and Moon! You fricks! Am I recording? Like, bro, the Sun Pokemon Solgaleo, the Moon Pokemon Lunala, that's as far as they went. Interchangeable. You don't even know which game you're playing. Bro, think about it. You made a game called Pokemon Sun and Moon. Nothing to do with the Sun and Moon. Nothing to do with anything, bro. All you got was Full Moon Solgaleo where he glows a bit. This is years after Primal Kyogre and Groudon. Did they glow a bit? No. And then shiny sprites where they're like Blood Moon, Blood Sun. What is the point, Pokemon? Anyhow, the sunset mean nothing so far? Programming is another one of Clavel's skills, you know. That's freaking cool. Oh, are you saying Clavel is programming the... What are you saying here? The hidden details after completing the Pokedex. Intertwining Pokemon. There's a Galarian fairy tale that describes a beautiful Sylveon vanquishing a dreadful dragon Pokemon. Ooh. This is an open-ended thing for Pokemon to do later. Maybe they have an idea of what it is. Either it's a dragon evolution or certain dragon Pokemon they have in their mind that they haven't fully conceptualized yet. But down the line, they'll make it something anyway. They'll freaking scrap that and just make some dragon Pokemon, and then she'll say, it used to live in Kalos until a certain Pokemon overly hunted them and they had to flee, you know? And maybe it's like the pseudo-legendary of Gen 10. How far is the freaking Greece Islands, listen, that's not a confirmed rumor at all, from Kalos, from Paris, not too freaking far. But okay, so you have Sylveon here, but what does this have to do with completing the Dex? Wait, if you really want to know what I'm thinking, well, I'm after the dragon fairy tale set from the Galar region. Okay, here's Masters. Apparently there's a fairy tale that describes Sylveon vanquishing a dragon Pokemon. Yeah, what if it's a Dratini? I'm joking. Imagine this is part of the Gen 10 region. That kind of subtle hints. That's the kind of subtle hints they do, right? That is. That kind of remind me of the Isle of Armor. I swear I remember this, something that looks exactly like this right after you exit and go right. Bro, that's the entire map? The freaking corner of some random... I don't even know what this is. Who freaking frames this? Unless you were born on that freaking pebble. Sonic Unleashed! I'm scared, bro. I'm freaking scared. What's happening? That is also part of my theory that has to do with the current guessing region in France. If you understand what the Guy manuscripts are, you might understand what I mean meaning the fairy tale between two sides. See what I mean? The light guy and dragon mean the dragon. I don't know what's going on still. So wait, where's the bit about... What's the sunset have to do, bro? Pokemon takes like the biggest pieces and just utilizes them in the same game. Like, I get it. Pokemon Red and Blue. Sure, two colors. Gold and silver are bangers, but sure, fine, use them as counterparts. With Ruby and Sapphire, it's the, well, at least in the remix, it's the alpha and the omega. The origin to everything in the end, that's your counterparts. You do not want to make 2 games about the origin, and then 2 games about what the omega is? You don't want to make 2 games on time and then 2 games on space? Guess what? They did it anyway. They realized they used the biggest concepts for one game, time and space. In Gen 4 that they freaking made space for Sun and Moon and then time for something. I don't even remember what. Oh, for the Paradox Pokemon. And then Sun and Moon. You could do so much with just Sun. And it's just Solar Luna, that's it. It freaking speaks. The freaking ambulance? Is it for me? You know I'm not lying. You must have seen it over there. That's so sad, bro. Anyhow, what happened here, bro? What do y'all think is the hint that it could be in Scarlet and Violet hinting the next games, which is ZA? What's hinting ZA in Scarlet? Let's look this up. ZA hint in Scarlet Violet. Huh? The only non-Paladin Pokemon on Gita's base team are Go-Go and Avalon, both Kalosian. Gita sucks, bro! Legitimately in every degree. In her rematch team, the Go-Go does get replaced by a Kalosian starter. That's actually freaking... As much as I make it fun of it, that's the kind of stupid crap Gamefreak would do. We do tease for you. That's not... They got that out, bro. I wasn't even... That's not even Japanese. That's not Japanese. If it was Japanese, I would have said Zeitizu. So F you for thinking that. Nemona uses Guja, the Kalosian pseudo. Okay, you're just finding anything that's Kalos and saying this is a hint. Penny's ace is Sylveon. Xerneas, Yveltal, and Zygarde excluded. That's the only freaking hint. That's the only hint. And I agree with that. We were aware of that. We were freaking aware, and one of you are the one who pointed out. When I was making freaking videos every day about what the next games could be. One of you pointed out, Xerneas, Yveltal, and Zygarde, you can't get them through Snacksworth. Why the frick aren't they in the games? Why are Zekrom and Reshiram and crap in the games? If we're getting Unova next. It was a crackpot theory when you said it, but you're freaking right. Someone go freaking find that video. You were absolutely right. That's a legitimate hint. But that's not even a hint. That's them taking them out of this game, so you're not too familiar with them immediately. You know, you haven't smelt what Xerneas smells like in a bit. The Kalosian starters were all included in the base code games. Okay, I don't know about all that. Ooh, this is a good one too. That's probably the hint. I think this is the hint. That Mega Evolution, that Game Freak at the time. Frick, bro. They're bringing a stretcher over there. That makes me so freaking concerned. This is probably a real hint. What was I saying? We thought Game Freak was trying to distance themselves from Mega Evolution, like they never wanted to go back. It's all you want me for. You want me for my body and Megas. That's what Game Freak thought. And so they were like, please take Z instead. Z makes moves. Take Dynamax. Take Terrasto. So the mention or the allusion to Mega Evolution and Roaring Moon was crazy. You're like, it's a thing? You know Mega Evolution's a thing? That's exactly why it's there. That's the hint. You don't even have to comment now. F you. We found the hint. Light of Rune's attack description was slightly altered for the first time. Light of Ruin. Tablets of Ruin. Sword of Ruin. Vessel of Ruin. Beads of Ruin. Could you imagine? Now, this is freaking crackpot and not the case, but like there was a king to the ruinous Pokemon, and that's what AZ used to fuel the ultimate weapon. This makes no sense, though. You know what I mean? And then like Flowet is harnessing that, and now it has Light of Ruin. It's like the freaking second coming, or the one who inherited the powers from the actual ruinous king. But we know where Mega Evolution all came from, bro. It's Xerneas from... What the frick, bro? It's so hot. It's Xerneas, Yveltal, life, death, energy, and all. It's just a freaking coincidence, Light of Ruin, you know? It has to do with... I guess Flowet is filled with life energy and shoots out death energy. So it has an attack that ruins anything. I guess if Game Freak kept going with Flowet, if Pokemon Z and all were made, when it uses that move, they would say it's using Yveltal power, even though it's a fairy move. And they probably would have given Flowet like another move for the life energy it has as well. This is Gen 6 and 9. Says, okay, bro, only freaking one of them is this. Oh! This is a hint too. I think this is like the default shirt you wear in Kalos, which is so weird. The only reason they're able to pull it off is because you're time traveling. Wait, but the female character had an Alolan shirt. Well, F you. That's no longer a freaking hint. Dude, I'm impressed with your analysis. What do you mean, bro? This is Ash. If you want to see some Ash, I'll link this Reddit post, bro. Save yourself some freaking overly visuals. Yeah, Gita's team is actually her using a Pokemon from all over Paldia, I think, to show I went everywhere. I am so good. How is Gita Ash? Like, factually, she's just ass. How is that possible? There's racism! I've said it before. One Indian in all the Pokemon is pure ass. We're gonna fight this. We're gonna freaking... You better be in... Hey, she could be in ZA, but do you want to see her? I'm Gita, you're gonna air her. It was more fun to imagine she was evil or a glamour or something, bro. Is this a hint at the next gen Pokemon? It looks like it has an eye. It's freaking Ash Greninja. Maybe an abstract depiction of the next gen mythical? Are you freaking... That's Ash? I guess you stared at it long enough, you're like, bro, is that some freaking jester? Yeah, bro, this thing is so freaking ugly if you guys can see. I think that's a new Pokemon. What the frick? Oh, goodness, bro. Come on, there's gotta be some more hints. You think Terrapagus... Okay, we're ending the video with this. This post is essentially implying that Gamefreak would actually do the macro crap. And the events of Scarlet and Violet are actually sequeled in ZA. Could you imagine that? That would be an incredible thing. That means every Pokemon game is now relevant. And you want to see the actual overall lore being built. Not just every game being self-contained. Which it slowly has not been over the years. With Legends Z taken to the past to try and explain lore, distributing Pokemon across regions. You know, where Basculegion lost its freaking evolution and now is Ass Basculins. And then we had in the Indigo Disc actually go into Unova. For the first time since Johto, another region in the post-game. So they're slowly crossing it over. It's like it's finally happening. It's like the Marvel Universe finally. Every game... That's the worst way to put it nowadays. If you got more stuff, use the hashtag askTtar. I'm freaking so hot. I'll see you on the next one. Take care.